Hi everyone, it's Diane, and I think it's take 6 because I keep messing up. Or this last time I was probably into it about 10 minutes and I was really getting in too deep with too much info on too much stuff I probably shouldn't be sharing on the internet. So I decided to back it on up and start over. So here we go. Diane, native Texan, and it is looks like 10 till 2 when I'm videotaping this, and I'm not in my car. Obviously I'm using a ring light, which I think I maybe used it once before. Totally did not read the instructions, so it's probably a little dark. I really don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's probably better than what I could do sitting in my bed with the light on the end table. And I just thought I would catch up with everyone, kind of share some things I've been experiencing lately, and also say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So first off, Elvis is in the building to wish all the mothers Happy Mother's Day, and this could be moms of our daughters and sons, or I have 2 lovely daughters, or moms of those 4-legged creatures that we all love. Of course, my Lucy Lou, I consider her part of the family, and I think most people who have cats or dogs probably feel the same way. Horses, you know, for all the animals. So it's not just, a lot of people kind of fall into that bucket of where they should hear a Happy Mother's Day. And now that we're all kind of still in our little pockets of our own world and not really gotten back to normal, who knows if you're going to be getting together with family, and sometimes it feels a little lonely when you don't have your family there to be celebrating Mother's Day. So I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about everyone, and anyway, it's pretty great being a mom. And you know, it's pretty amazing. Anyway, it is Saturday, early in the morning, and let me catch you up. I think the last video I did, I was looking puffy, and I'm still looking puffy, but I decided to go on and do this video anyway. I had just gotten my second vaccine, and that was Wednesday. It hit 2 weeks, and lo and behold, hitting that 2-week mark, I had a really weird type of repercussion or body reaction to the vaccine, and I haven't seen much of it online, so I thought I would share my experience, at least what I think is going on. And I'd love to hear if anybody else has heard anybody that's had the same thing happen to them. And from my understanding of the vaccines, you know, the first one, at least for not J&J's a one and done, but Moderna and Pfizer, the first one's kind of setting up your body to respond, and then the second shot is your body starts responding. And I guess my body's just a really overachiever, and I was getting ready for bed and went to go brush my teeth, and I looked in the mirror and I wasn't wearing my glasses, and my pupils just looked humongous, and I thought, gee, that's odd. You know, that it was both eyes, so it wasn't like one only. Went to bed, and then the next night the same thing, and I'm like, this is really, really concerning, because I felt light sensitive. As big as they were, I knew probably too much light was coming into my eyes, and couldn't find a whole lot on it other than, you know, people having sensitivity to light and pink eye at times. But I'm like, when I read about how the vaccine works, on the second shot, your body's really revving up and reacting, and the eyes are vulnerable because they've got so many blood vessels. And so anyway, I'm doing all kinds of internet searches, and I know people like, don't look at the internet, but you know, you gotta be somewhat informed, or as much as you could. There were some medications that could lend itself towards relaxing of your eye muscles, so I just almost cut out. I have restless legs. I cut out almost all the things other than a couple of medications that I needed to take regardless. And I could tell you I could not go to sleep because my body is like, restless legs at night is really bad. And anyway, when you stop taking meds that you've been taking for years and years, all of a sudden your body is kind of like, what? Plus just freaking out about my eye situation. I mean, it was so bad. I was turning off all the lights. I had sunglasses on over my glasses. I had a hat on. Anyway, it was just very, very concerning, and they have gotten a little bit better. So I do think it is vaccine related, and I'm not saying this to have people not get the vaccine. I'm thinking, can you only imagine had I not had the vaccine and got one of the versions of the virus, and my body would probably not have been prepared to fight it off, and it would have been really, really bad. So anyway, so that's happening. And then I'm feeling like I went through menopause a long time ago, guys. So this is not menopausal. I'm hot 1 minute, and then I'm cold. Hot, cold, hot, cold. And it's like my thermostat, my body is just out of whack. So those are probably kind of weird experiences, but I woke up today and I looked at myself, and my hair, you can only imagine, not only bedhead, but, you know, wearing a cap, which I normally don't wear a cap, sunglasses. My hair is looking all wackadoodle, and I thought, man, I am just looking puffy. I'm looking terrible. I'm going to jump in the shower, do my hair, which is relatively easy, and, you know, get in there, shower, and then some gel and a little bit of hairspray. And I have bought a flat iron because I keep having like a little roaring 20s kind of wave going on right here. So as I did my hair, I thought, well, I'm going to put on a little eye makeup because, you know, I'm really concerned to myself the way I look. And then I thought, well, got the makeup on, let's try to pull together a video because, hey guys, I actually have some things to share. I'm kind of gotten in the groove of watching Flosstube again, and saw a couple patterns, which we all do, anyone that watches Flosstube. And for anyone, any of my friends that are watching this and don't know what Flosstube is, it's why I created this channel originally. And it's for cross stitchers, and you're probably thinking, if you're my age, oh, cross stitching back in the 80s, you know, chickens and gooses and geese and just nothing. It was very country, you know, kind of folk type of things, and it's really just become a whole emerging industry of patterns and things that will help you be a better cross stitcher, like a magnifying glass light here, flips up. And I did order something, actually I ordered two somethings for my birthday. This is for a lap stand, because I primarily would, in my mind, I'm thinking about getting back into cross stitching. I'm probably going to be doing it when I'm getting ready for bed, so Lucy can chill out. So on one of the floss tubes, I heard about the K Creations lap stands, and I don't know if you can see this. It's got some adjustments. You can use just a normal hoop. This is a Q-snap. It sits on your lap. There's a little indenture where you could put some, probably your needles or some thread. It's adjustable, and they had improved it since, I guess, a previous model, so it will handle wooden frames, heavier type of frames for your needlework. So that one I got off of Yahoo and got it really quickly, and I think it was around, of course I have Prime, so with tax, something like $68, something like that. Now the other one that I had seen, looking back at some of the Flosstube videos, was called a lap or tabletop frame from ELAN, E-L-A-N. And one person said that they had gone with the case creation because they couldn't find whether they were still in business, the ELAN. They had floor lamp, floor style, or, which I already have, a Lowry floor stand, and I think a Frank Edmonds. But they did have the tabletop lap one, and it's really kind of, it wasn't that expensive if you buy the frames to go with it. It increases the cost, but I think it's made in Oklahoma. Now the time from ordering to receiving it in the mail has gotten a whole lot lengthier due to COVID, and I think the availability of materials. So that's why I went on and ordered the case creation, because I knew it may be 2 months before that ever shows up. But so those were two of my birthday presents to myself. I was going to show you a couple more things, and got some 2 cool new patterns that I thought I'd show, and heck, doing so many takes I don't even know if I've already said about Mother's Day, but I can't say it enough. If I know I said it in one of these versions, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. Not only is it Mother's Day, my daughter's son-in-law, my son-in-law, her husband, Isabella's father, it's his birthday. He's a Taurus too, yay! Anyway, so it's a lot happening on Sunday, so most likely, since I've been kind of under the weather trying to adjust to this body reaction to the vaccine, I'm probably going to see the girls next weekend. I saw them for my birthday, had a wonderful, we had little buntlets, we had, Carlos made pizza in his outside pizza oven, so gourmet pizzas, and lovely gift, and some flowers, and wonderful cards, and we just had a great time, and just had a lot of fun. I think we were even watching a Disney movie that I'd never even seen called Coco, and all I can say is, and I think I posted it on Facebook, I walked in and Isabella, I just beam when I see her, and she just, her face just lit up, and she just smiled, and so fun and giggly, and just, I had taken her I did do a video. I took the Easter basket. Well, she loved it, guys. She loves the little, there were some books in there that she loved, several things, so that was really fun. But yeah, that was just great times, just being around each other, and really, I mean, that's been my social life, all rolled up in a ball right there. Now that as I get through this reaction to the vaccine, you know, hopefully I'll be getting together with some friends new friends that I've never met, that, you know, meet them online and hopefully get back in the groove. And frankly, I'm a little scared. You know, I think I'm kind of a homebody, and then thinking about getting back out there, meeting new people, and believe it or not, I'm pretty shy. So it's like, I gotta cowgirl up or put on my big girl panties and just get out there again. But it's just finding something to wear. Like I said, I was looking at some of my videos from last year at this time, and heck, I was so much thinner back then. So all my going out clothes would totally have to be reworked. And anyway, not the biggest crisis in the world, but it's like just getting back in the groove of being or out socializing with people. Now Lucy hadn't been feeling well, so she is a high priority, and some people probably don't understand that, but she is my bestie, and she has been here since 2009. Good times, bad times, thin times, fat times, and I just adore her. So I have heard from some people, it's like, you know, oh, it won't matter. Well, her buddy Birdie's no longer here, so when I'm gone, you know, I've been here literally for a year, almost 24/7. It's almost traumatizing to her, and she's gotten older, and her eyesight's not as good, and she's got the she's got arthritis, and anyway, so she is a high priority along with my kids and my family. And why I just looked down, I've just got some stuff sitting around. You can see how I just kind of threw this together, but I love Converse, and I think I've always been talking about what Converse I have. And on the day that I was going over to see my girls for my birthday, I got a text or an email from Converse that they had a new shoe come out, and it said embroidery. I'm like, woo, you know, light up. So I pulled them up, and they looked really cute. And so they have an outlet here on the way heading to Rob's, and they had the shoes. So I'm not sure I got the right size, so I haven't worn them, but they're high tops. I don't know if you can see. They've got really, I don't know why that's not on the outside. It seems like it should be reversed, but going back old school. These aren't platform, these are just your standard Chucks, but all dolled up, just the way I like it. So that was a little treat for myself. And then I think I've talked to you about the ukulele that I had gotten. And yes, I've got way too many ukuleles, and I probably will start reducing the number. But this one, I got a hard case for it. I don't know if you can see that. It's faux alligator or crocodile. But I liked it so much I didn't want it to get crushed. But it's Akala, one of the major brands. Not a expensive ukulele at all. I got it on sale. And I actually had some money back on PayPal that I put towards it. I don't know where that refund came from, but I don't know if you can see. It's glittery. It's red, and it's shiny, and it's got, of course, I don't know all the real names, all this banding, and the ivory, where you tune it. You can see I'm really know all the terms behind this ukulele. Anyway, it's not tuned, but I just thought I'd show you since I'm set up here. Anyway, I got that before my birthday. I think that was Valentine's present to myself. Anyway, I think you're getting the drift that when you're a singleton, sometimes you have to get your own Christmas present or your own Valentine's present or your own birthday present. And heck, I think it's just in my personality type. My dad used to do that for Christmas. He would, you know, we would get him the standard socks and ties and shirts, you know, all the real exciting things for dads. And he would go out and buy an airplane, like a legit fiberglass full-size airplane kit to make it, or whatever his hobby. He always was exploring something new, some new passion, and I think I truly got that from him. And I think you all probably think I'm kind of scattered with all my different interests, but I think I come by it legit through my paternal line. My grandma Dag, Gladys, was exactly the same way, and you know, just it's part of my DNA. What can I say? I've got all this stuff sitting in Lucy's bed, and I think she's like looking at me like, Mom, where am I supposed to go? And I got her kind of blocked off so she can't get out of the area. Anyway, let me show you the patterns real quick, and I'll let you get back to your Mother's Day weekend. How about that? You know, I have a really hard time making choices, and I want all the things, and I think I'm going to start one pattern, and then, you know, I watch a Flosstube video and there's a new pattern I just want to have. But as I'm gearing up to get back into, okay, that's Lucy coughing, so we've been doing little sauna sessions in the bathroom. She's had 2 rounds of antibiotics, and she doesn't have a fever, but yeah, I got a mister, warm fix mister, and that seems to be helping. So anyway, sorry, that just makes me want to go even quicker here so I can take her in there and we can do a little spa day. I don't know if you can see this. This is a pattern that I thought may be good to get back into the groove. It's just a little bitty pin cushion that says love, and it's got arrows on it, Apache bells, and I think this was a free pattern. And here's another one, and I got this off of Etsy from Tempting Tangles Design, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so reading this is a chore, but it's really cute. It says cheerful up, which is kind of different, and then I don't know if you can see, it's got the antique kind of ivory buttons kind of surrounding it, so that's kind of my style. And I had also already, actually, you know how very little I actually ever got done, but this was a little, I don't know if you can see it. It says love never fails, and it's like 18 something, 1881. I can read it here. And see, guys, I actually tea dyed or coffee dyed this fabric, and I've got to do a little pulling out. It's all one color thread, and when I went to fill my needle, I think I didn't choose the exact same color, so I may leave it just because, like the Amish, it's not perfect. And I do hate to frog things. Let's see, some of the other contenders for my attention are, I think this is Jane and the Happy Crow, and I'll pull this out. I don't know if you can see that. It's just kind of quirky and cute, and it's on a cream background fabric, Ada. Of course, you could do linen or anything else, but I may jazz it up with, punch up the colors a little bit with the turquoise and the pinks. It just seems kind of middle tones, or not a whole lot of contrast, so I may mess around with that a bit. And then I think I've showed this before, and this is one of the ones that I started and then I never get very far. And I was looking at the fabric to show y'all how little I've done, and it's by Blackbird Designs. It's called Octopus Garden. It's based on the Beatles. And this is how much I've gotten done. Voila, there we go. But it's on linen, and it's not that real cut and dry on which holes to go in and out of. But what, I don't know why in the heck, look where I placed that. It's like, why did I, you know, you need to start 3 inches down at least, but I'm like way down there. And I guess I was going to save some of this for something else, but it's like, the placement of that, it's like, I have no idea why I did that, and I'm like looking at it thinking, I better check that and see if it's even going to fit. Okay, these are the 2 new patterns that came in today, or I finally made it to my mailbox, and that's prompted me doing this quick little update. Flosstube! Anyway, it's by Quaker Fantasies, and I can't see it, I don't have my glasses. And it's the name of the artist, but this is based on Peter Pan, and I just thought it was so clever. It's really kind of quirky. And then here's a Mary Poppins, and Mary Poppins growing up, you know, it was a really, you know, looking back on the movie now, it wasn't, you know, that groundbreaking, but it was back then with animation, the penguins, the merry-go-round, the horses. They had a lot of new things that they were trying in that movie. Of course, you know, Disney was on the forefront. And I think just watching the movie on the author of Mary Poppins, and it just was a cool movie, and I still love it. You know, just her coming down from the sky, the next door neighbor that's, his house is built like a ship, and he used to be a captain, and he has a wheel, and just so many things I love about it, plus the music. But anyway, you look at the technology today and it's like, whoa, you know, we thought that was high tech, and it really was for the time. But the woman author, and I can't think of her name, I think she was English, which makes sense because this was set in England, around the suffragette. The mom of the family was a suffragette and had a really cute song. And anyway, Disney courted her to do the movie, and she really, really did not want to do it. And I don't think she was happy with the outcome, but heck, you know, for the times, I think they did a great job. And what I did not know, that there really are additional books of Mary Poppins, different volumes. I thought it was just that one story, but there really are additional books. So if you've got young children, you might want to check that out, or an audiobook. I'm trying to look around to see what else I could share with you, but I think I'm losing my voice because I'm so used to not talking. I'm trying to think. Yay, I did my taxes. I hate financial stuff, guys. I hate it, hate it, hate it. And especially when you think you're going to have to pay, and that's just more looming, you know, what the amount's going to be. And Jay's helped me in the past because we've had some unique situations with how we needed to file. And but Jay was not going to do his own taxes this year. That's my brother-in-law. He's the one guy in my life. Thank God, you know, Tracy shares them, because it's like, he's my go-to guy for questions. So I got my old computer out, my laptop, which is like a Dell, but it's huge. I've got a keyboard because I don't like typing on the laptop. I've got a mouse. Yes, I do the mouse. I pulled all my pertinent papers out, and anyway, there were some nuances to doing taxes this year. Something came in from my stepmother's estate that needed to be reported, and it's like, that was unexpected. So it was like unexpected, not in a good way. But, you know, I was mentally, it's like, okay, what can I get off my plate to bring down my stress level? And even though I'm not working, I'm just an anxiety person, guys. And I think this is depression or mental illness awareness, and I deal with anxiety, I always have, depression. So yeah, this is the face of somebody that deals with that. But guy went off on a tangent. Anyway, so it was like, okay, what can I get off my plate? What will make me feel a whole lot better? So it was like, okay, I'm going to gear up. This is the day I'm going to do it. Jay called. I purchased the H&R Block software, and he really did help me, because just the way things are worded, and you know, knowing what forms to do or how to actually do it. And the other crazy thing, and I think it had to do with me being laid off during this time frame, I never received any of the stimulus checks. And when I had an update meeting with my financial planner, I'm like, you know, I don't know why, I just never got them. Could have used them, didn't have them. And she was like, you really should have. And so I called the IRS, and turns out, I went back and looked, I think I got it like $100. And Lord, I was on the phone with IRS talking to 6 different transfers. You know, and they're like, don't give your social security number out. And then you get to the person who really can help you and they need it. And then you're like, is this for real? Or, you know, or am I going to be giving out pertinent information? But come to find out, because I had filed online with H&R Block, that they had some type of glitch where when they do the refunds, they had a unique type of checking number, like an account number. And the stimulus checks went to H&R Block. And then they didn't, you know, my income totally had changed because I haven't been working. And so how that came into play is I got to apply that on my taxes because I hadn't received it. So so that certainly helped, and I still haven't received this year's. I asked Tracy, my sister, if she had. She's like, yeah, we've already gotten it. It's like, I don't know if y'all have gotten it, but again, I guess if I don't get it, it'll just help me out when I'm filing next year. But anyway, sorry, this is so kind of, you know, I'm kind of random on how I go through everything. I'm probably leaving something out that I wanted to share, but mainly just wanted to kind of share kind of my unique experience with my body's reaction to COVID, and just jump in here. And I didn't do a video when I got my hair cut, and it was pretty darn short. This is like a week and a half. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but it's pretty darn short. And this was pretty short last week, and it's like, I hope it grows out. So, but I've gone to the same hairstylist. I love her since almost when she began as a hairstylist, and that was back in the late 80s. Imagine that, late 80s. Anyway, yeah, we're like best friends now because she actually came and watched me do some belly dance performances, and I mean, my daughter goes to her. I think Jen went to her a couple times. Anyway, she's like part of the family. Anyway, hi Laura. But yeah, this is what I got going on. Sorry about the puffiness, and you know, I think I've gotten over the last couple days sleep maybe 6 hours in the last 3 days, maybe. So, and just some really odd body responses to being prepared to fight off COVID. But I hope everyone's families are doing well. You know, I feel like it is the light at the end of the tunnel. And then I saw someone, you know, whose family got hit with COVID. And it's like, you know, I don't think we can totally relax. We need to protect ourselves and protect other people and just be smart, guys. Anyway, I hope this was watchable, and I'm sorry, I think if I talked about anything subject a couple times, it just gets confusing when, for one, I'm not going by notes, and I'm doing it solo. I don't have a partner in crime here, which I would love someone to bounce things off. I love the Flosstube videos, or just any videos where there's more than one person, because it's kind of hard. And I really have been contemplating not doing this anymore, because other than it's going to be a life update kind of record for my kids and Isabella after I'm gone, but you know, no matter what the topic or whatever, I always lose subscribers, and I don't know if it's a system thing or whatever, but it does get a bit depressing. So, but again, I'm back, and I think this is like number 78 or 79 videos. No wonder I'm getting hoarse. That's a lot of videos over, gee, when was it? I think it was the year that my dad passed away. I think it was 2017. So anyway, hope you got something of interest out of this. And oh, I didn't got on my turquoise, and I threw on some jewelry for y'all, just so I didn't look like totally the hermit I've been for the last year. But as I end most of these videos, is kindness is rarely not the right answer. And you know, we never know what people are going through in these hard times, financially, medically, family-wise, a lot of stressors. Let's be kind to those that we can. And oh, I know what I was going to share. I was up and I got a Facebook alert saying Bob Cabot. I think I'm saying his last name right. And he was a drummer and a dancer at the belly dance studio that I went to and am back at. And I hadn't seen him in years because I had left the studio for quite a while, but he was always such a personable person, and we were Facebook connected, and he did haikus, and he did the best haikus. His were clever, and we would go back and forth, and he'd read mine and give me comments and encouragement, and he always had some question of the day, and he was going through some major medical issues, and not real sure what they were, but they ended up being, you know, life-threatening, and he's gone. And I mean, I'm gonna cry. Anyway, he was just gone one day. Anyway, his wife had a memorial on Facebook Live. There was people there in person, and I wasn't aware it was going on, but you know, I got to learn more about him. I think this is a good spot to just because I'm not going to stop crying. Anyway, didn't mean to end on an unhappy note, but he was such a loved man and a friend to so many. Anyway, peace out.